Hello. I was talking to my graphic artist, and they're going to be helping me translate all this stuff. So that's a very good thing to have. Wasn't expecting to get help with that, but that's going to be in the works probably tomorrow. Who else was streaming? I just got home like an hour ago, an hour and a half ago. Was somebody else in the community streaming? I'm pretty tired. I don't know how long I'm gonna go tonight. I don't want to mess with these until I have a good weapon, but I'm trying to see what I have. Just give me a second here. There's one for increased damage on juggled enemies. That might have some use. Got Muso Fill in here. The Awakening Gauge. Okay, so Slay is it's like the rarest. I don't have a lot of these, so I'm not gonna mess with this right now. Let's just play. Let's just play the video game. Because you can change the weapon class. Like you can take like a sword and make it into a spear, and vice versa. So I think what I need to do now is just wait until I get an 8-slot decent weapon. And make like a couple of them, and then just kind of shift them around with people. That's probably the best way to do things. Oops, I'm in the wrong menu. This game has a lot of menus. I don't think I have any really good stuff yet. I'm gonna I have to wait until I get to the next difficulty. Where was that katana I was using? Yeah, these don't have 8 slots, so they're not that useful. I'm gonna go to the bathroom while it loads.
長篠に現れた武田信玄は影武者だった。本物の武田信玄はすでに死んでいたのである。大量の鉄砲を用いて武田騎馬隊を圧倒した信長は周辺勢力に対してさらに苛烈な戦を仕掛けていく。こうして勢力圏を外へ広げていこうとした矢先、京にほど近い大和の国で不穏な空気が漂い始める。信三条の戦い。
信長、この者を覚えているか？
ご無沙汰していました、信長様。囚われていた毛利の城を脱し、戻ってきました。
鹿之助、生きていたか。尼子勝久殿もお前の帰還を待ちかねていただろう。勝久殿には近く播磨の神月城を任せるつもりだ。その時はお前も共に行くという。
神月城、毛利との最前線
He
です
doesn't
ね。
even look like the same
そ
person.
のところです。
The aging is like questionable. Mitsuhide is like believable aging, but Nobunaga, he looks like a completely different person. He does not look like the same person at all. They did a much better job with the aging of Mitsuhide, in my opinion. You can still tell it's him, it's just he's aged a bit. He does not look like his younger self at all. It looks like a completely different person. It's like they couldn't figure out how to take like a pretty fresh-faced protagonist and make him look older without it just looking like a completely different person. They're also like trying really hard to make him not look like the old school Nobunaga from 1 to 4. They're like they don't have a lot of leeway really. It's like, okay, you have to age up Nobunaga, but he can't look like the original series before the reboot. They have like no freedom in the character design at all. I mean, look at him. Does that look like the same person to you? He looks completely different. But then they're like trying their hardest to make him not look like the old one. Which, the limitations of the character design, he has to look evil and have a ponytail and have a mustache twirling mustache and beard. It doesn't really give you a lot of a lot of options. Like they could have just kept him fresh-faced, but just visibly age him, and it would have looked more like it was actually the same person. But the way they did it, it feels like he just like transformed into somebody else. It's not very fitting. He looks cool, don't get me wrong, but you can tell they're like heavily constrained by how the character's intended to look.
私は逃げも隠れもいたしません。すぐに信長様の御前に参上しましょうぞ。
皆遠慮はいらん。久秀の首を取り手柄とせよ。
俺たちは信三条の南門への到達を急ぐぞ。開門。
なるほど。多勢で押し切るつもりですか。この城、たやすく入れるとは思わないことです。
He looks like Cao Cao, yeah, he does. But he does not look like Nobunaga.
おもろいな。構わず進むぞ。
I guess it's kind of a hard thing to do. It's like, we want him to be his own character and not just be a copy of how he was in the old games, but then he kind of is, at least in the way he looks. I can't really comment on the narrative because my Japanese is good enough, but...
向こうの砦から少なからぬ敵の気配。
別動隊の動きを気取られては面倒だ。あの砦を派手に攻め、敵の目を引きつけよ。
No dies in the story, like, pretty much at the beginning. It's weird that they promote her so much and you can barely play as her. She's definitely one instance where it's good that there's clones in this game, because you can't play as her in the story for very long. Pretty much just like straight at the beginning.
南門にたどり着くことはできたが、門が固く閉ざされているようだ。
At least this game doesn't do the classic video game bullshit where the character you like dies and there's no replacement for them. I'll give this game that much. With the Clone City, because if this game did not have clones, then you would be able to play as No for like a couple hours. And you'd have no other choice. If you really like that moveset, there would be no other option to use it until you got to the end game.
美月、強くなったな。
任せておけ。
Okay, what does it want me to do? I hate this shit, man. Let's speed it up. Why do I have to do this? Can I just fight?
任せておけ。
I hate objectives. It wants me to kill peons, and there's no peons! There's none here.
何人も止めら
What
れ
does
ぬ
it
と
want?
知
Muso attacks?
るがいい。
I hate this, man. Just open the door. Give me the grappling hook. The story just goes on and on and on and on. Okay, what does it want? Why do I have to kill the peons?
何人も止められぬと知る。
And you put these fucking guys that just exist to be annoying.
何人も止められぬと知る。
北の砦が苦戦している。急ぎ救援に向かわなくては。開門。
うまく敵を連れたようだな。
I can't get over how he doesn't even look like the same person.
これなら苦もなく落とせそうだな。
It's so awkward. I don't know why they committed to making him look like almost exactly the same. It would have been better if they had found another way to like make him aged up. Like keep him clean shaven but just make him like
仕方あるまい。
you know, visibly older, give him wrinkles or something. Instead of just, it kind of makes me feel like I'm playing as a cosplayer of old samurai warriors Nobunaga. Because they look so similar. He legit does feel like a cosplay. A little weird to do a fresh reboot and make him look like almost exactly the same, just with a different face. At least the fighting style is different. They put a lot of effort into that. Kind of gradually easing you into the whole Dark Lord thing. He does legit feel like a cosplayer though.
任せておけ。おもろいな。極める。敵将討ち取ったり。ここは引くほかあるまい。支えきれぬ。救援はまだか。
登録兵を出しなさい。この隙に敵方の兵糧を焼き払うのです。
おもろいな。気を逃さず我らの兵糧を狙ってくるとは。だがやらせはしない。敵は登録兵を出してきたか。手早く始末すれば兵糧とは焔に包まれよう。敵に情けはかけぬ。悔しいな。ここまでか。どんなもんや。ここは引くほかあるまい。見事だな。信太、使えぬ駒を毎度助けるつもりはない。そう心得てよいな。肝に銘じます。手負いの身では足かせとなりましょう。私はこれにて戦場を離れます。極める。信忠は引いたが久秀ごとき俺と十兵衛のみで事取りよう。敗北条件変更。急げ。急げ。
What's the difference between clone characters? They have a couple different moves. That's about it.
兵糧を燃やされちまった。こんなんで本当に勝てるのか。
兵糧を失った今、戦が長引けば負けとなる。久秀との決着を急ぐぞ。
まだまだ C3 城には入らせませんよ。兵糧を焼かれた織田勢には時がない。城の守りを固め散らしておあげなさい。
おもろいな。行く手を阻む武将を蹴散らし、一刻も早く市議山城へなだれ込め。
砦の中に敵兵がうじゃうじゃいやがる。こりゃ簡単には落とせねえぞ。
討ち死に。
敵将討ち取ったり。
いやはや、さすがでございますな。
極める。
討ち死に。押されているか。
No, the season pass is fucking useless. It's all just like skins and stuff. You really gonna expect me to pay for skins? Haven't we moved past horse armor? That's what the DLC seems to be. Mostly, horse armor. The legacy of the horse armor lives on, like, 15 years later. There's no movesets in the DLC.
何人も止められぬと知れ敵将討ち取ったり
耐えきれん聞かせてもらう物の符はすべからく核あるべし討ち死に欲しいわ
おもろいな
あいつら南門から侵入しようというのかそうはさせぬぞ守りを厚くしておけ開門
Yeah, I'm not gonna be buying the season pass.
城内へ進め
Unless I'm, like, really bored. I don't see any reason to. Give me actual movesets, get rid of a lot of the clones, then I'd pay for that. I'm not paying for skins.
我は無双すべてを壊し尽くす魔王よ開門おもろいな極めろ極めろ何人も止められぬと知る開門敵将討ち取ったり
聞かせていただこう
私の理想の世に信長様が無用であるように信長様の築く世に私は無用違いますか
大事をなす前に理想を語るなど無駄よ情けはかけぬお前とはまだ共に歩めた
Well, that's a Nintendo published game that's
残念だ
going to sell an order of magnitude more copies than this will. So, you know these games don't get equal treatment. There's no one footing the bill for this but themselves. So this can have like over 9,000 clones. Yeah, I can't stand Age of Calamity 2. That frame rate is unplayable.
捨ておく
It actually
もはや
really
奴
made
に
me feel
逃れ
sick
る術
playing
など
it.
ない死に方くらいは選
I'm
ば
not gonna
ずに
get sick
やろう
over a video game. I regret buying that game really bad.
秘蔵の茶釜を抱えていったか
Because I can't play it.
久秀らしい最後だ
Hyrule Warriors bad frame rate edition. Hyrule Warriors 2 FPS is the good title. That already runs at a dynamic resolution. The performance mode wouldn't do anything. They're trying to do too many open world things in a Musou game on shit hardware. That's the reason why. You're trying to do like Breath of the Wild open world stuff in a Musou game on hardware that can barely run anything. It's a recipe for disaster. A dynamic resolution wouldn't do anything. A performance mode would. It already has a dynamic resolution. Yeah, there's still no patch for it. I was hoping I could just like dump my copy and Do it that way.
断り
信長の道は俺が切り開く。
列車は城へとこもる。なら城ごと撃ち滅ぼすのみ。
棟梁桃地より信長様へ四方城を無事制圧したとの。
三太夫の先鋒が走行した。皆信忠を先頭に四方城へ進軍せよ。
こたびの戦、総大将は2人。いずれも守り抜かねば。
敵に情けはかけぬ。
おお、やりましたね。今だ、織田信忠も討ち取れ。伏兵が潜んでいたか。ひるむな、応戦せよ。
四方城に福井だ。
No, only them. Only they age. As always. I don't know why people want them to age so much. This guy does not look like the same character. He looks like a cosplayer. He looks like a cosplayer of the original Nobunaga. Like, they didn't even really do a good job of aging him, and they're like obviously trying really hard to make him not look like the old one. They could have done more with his design for sure, to make it look like it's actually the same person. He definitely does look like a cosplayer of the old one to me.
あの方からの敵襲は想定外。敵もなかなか
It's weird how Mitsuhide is like much better aged up. He actually does look like the same person, just I don't mind the look, I just feel like if they're gonna do a... should make him look a little bit more different than the old one. He really doesn't look that much different at all. Even though, with how they're developing him in this game, it's supposed to be like basically a different person from the old games.
脆いな。本陣を狙うか。到達より早く。
That's not the way he looks, it's just that he doesn't look like the same person.
もう出てくるなよな。
Yeah, but at least it's like the same face aged up. You can tell it's the same person but older.
あまりに素早い。常に一手先を読まれ
Nobunaga's like the old one, but like slightly different.
毛利の増援が戦場に接近中です。
厄介事がまた一つ。三木城の攻略を急がねば。苦戦は必至か。
Oh, that's because they make way more money on the franchise Muso games. Age of Calamity sold like a couple million copies. That's way more than this will ever sell. Even when it's like under $30. And I think that's why games like this always have... the mainline games always have random shortcomings like this being a full hard reboot with a fuck ton of clones, which doesn't really make any sense. I feel like the people that make these games know that they're not delivering the most optimal product, but they're given no time and no money and no resources to actually put in the things that we would expect. I'm sure they're not happy that half the cast is cloned and there's like no reason to plays them at all. He just plays one character for that respective moveset, and the rest are pointless, but they aren't given any time and money to actually make the game as we expected. Exactly. People seem to forget that. These games have like a fraction of the budget, and there's a lot less quality control and dev time. I mean, obviously this game has not been in development for 5 years. They probably started on this like, I don't know, late 2019.
おっと、敵のお出ましだ。オイラたちを足止めするつもりか？
済ませてはならぬ。急ぎ援軍を潰すのだ。やめろ。
敵将討ち取ったり。
聞かせていただこう。
上々の戦果、あなたなら当然か。
It's the same thing Arc System Works has got going on right now. They're getting commissioned to make like literally every fighting game. They're the new Capcom. I'm sure they want to do more stuff with like BlazBlue and things, but the sales of something like BlazBlue to something like Dragon Ball FighterZ is not even comparable.
残りの忍びどもは手前がやります。主は先へ。
わかった。
They gotta make what keeps the lights on.
無理して死ぬなよ、カズージ。
I feel like games like this would be a lot better if they were actually the people actually making the games, not the suits of the company would actually give them enough time and resources. Instead, you have this kind of half-baked game that's fun to play, but has very obvious shortcomings. All the clones, the weird progression system. First observation playing this game is that the progression system is greatly at odds with the story. Because you don't get anywhere near enough materials to actually try all the characters. It seems like at some point in development they actually did want you to try characters other than Nobunaga, but the way the progression works, you can't. It's actively stupid to try to use anybody else. Because you always have access to him, and the other characters will leave for like no reason. That's how I'm getting through this fast. I caught on pretty quickly that the progression system doesn't really work. And actually trying to level up the other characters and like diversify who you play instead of just playing as the protagonist, it doesn't work that way. You don't get anywhere near enough materials. I've really only been playing with like the same 3-4 characters, and that's the only way I've really made the progression actually work in my favor. I don't know why it's designed like that. They give you a pretty decent variety of characters to play, but the progression system doesn't really let you. Believe me, I got tired of young Nobunaga's moveset, but if I didn't want to take another 20 hours getting through this never-ending story, I had to just keep playing as him.
劇場へ急げ。行く手を阻む織田は残らず倒すんだ。毛利の増援か。オイラが迎え撃ってやるよ。
織田に平坦を断たれたか。こうなっては打って出るしかあるまいな。開門。
Yeah, and the story mode in this is very, very drawn out because they're trying to basically just focus on two characters and a small part of the usual Samurai Warrior story. But they've got it drawn out to a full game length. It starts to kind of overstay its welcome.
読み以上に兵力を残していたようだ。
援軍が全て敗走だと。私は織田に逆らうべきでは。
やめろ。度重なる侵攻もここまでだ。この私が織田の野望を打ち砕こう。討ち死に。情けはかけぬ。やむを得ない。撤退しよう。
Yeah, I like how they advertise your favorite character's not in because it's a soft reboot or hard reboot, but then everybody's still cloned, so it doesn't matter. Still an infinite amount of clones.
本陣近くに毛利の手勢か。あやつらいかように進行を。
懐まで敵の侵入を許すなどあり得るものか。内通者が手引きをしない限りは。
この手でねじ伏せてくれる。何人も止められぬと知る。脆いな。
I think he shows up after this level. Pretty sure he does. That's what I was told by a real-life friend of mine who was in here a couple nights ago. You best believe that boy's getting maxed out. Where do I go? How do I get up there? I hate this shit. Just make it a flat line. I don't know where to go. Oh, here. Oh, that's really hard to see.
織田のやり方にはついていけぬ。貴様らに天下統一などさせるわ。
失せるがいい。敵将討ち取ったり。
It's nice that they have the you can enlarge the map. Sometimes it's really hard to tell where things are.
存外手間取らされたな。これにて播磨の制圧はなった。
光月城は落ちた。
Oh wow, that's a decent weapon for him.
多大な犠牲を払いながらも播磨を平定した信長だったが、
Oh wow, I actually will be able to finish this tonight. There's only 2 more levels after this. This is actually the end of the game. Alright, we're gonna finish this. I'm in it to win it. This shit's getting done tonight. I can start the grind. And I've got a friend of mine helping me with translations, so it's gonna be relatively easy to get these guides out and the overview and everything. And I think this is where Yasuke shows up. Where's my boy? There he is. There he is. Black History Month never ends, baby. We got a black man in Muso. Black History Month still going. The never-ending Black History Month. Oh yeah. Black History Month don't stop. Man, fuck everyone else. Give me Yasuke. Alright, let's pimp this guy out. Sick! I really like being interrupted by cutscenes. It's great.
救援を求める勇士。お味方の到着まで我らは時を稼がねば。
脆いな。こちらの本陣を脅かそうという時が惜しい。迅速に迎え撃て。我らの進軍を妨げるものはある。
Okay, so that move's the same. Oh, I like that much better.
かの砦、守りがおろそかになっているようだ。今のうちに落としてしまえ。
本陣を守るのは信忠様ですか。皆で支えてあげなくてはいけません。
Fuck yeah. What a god. He fucking decked these fools, man. Hey, get your ass back here.
この戦、勝頼からの援軍が現れる前に肩をつけねばな。勝頼が味方を見捨てたとなれば武田の名も地に落ちることになろう。
信忠様はご無事ですね。
私も一人の将として務めを果たさなくては。討ち死に。
敵の手がもうここまで。やめろ。勝頼様のためここは何としても耐えねば。敵が岡部殿に気を取られている今が好機。不意をつき敵を叩け。行くぞ。やめろ。織田徳川勢を叩くのだ。
無駄なあがき。敵が砦に群がる前に急ぎ迎え撃て。
織田信長、ここでやったが100年目よ。吉本様の敵討ち取ってくれん。
古びた仇討ちにまだこだわる。前を向けぬ者に用はない。脆いな。ここで果てよ。
急げ。
脆いな。
諦めろ。急げ。
I'd probably have to go do it at once. He has too much health.
まず再開を振るう将を撃て。敵を混乱させるのだ。失せるがいい。情けはかけぬ。脆いな。敵に情けはかけぬ。
お見事にございますな。
安家出ます。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。負ける気しませんね。
討ち死に。
もっと倒します。
任せておけ。年は
極めろ。勝頼様からの援軍さえ来ればここは一旦城に引き上げるほかあるまい。
逃した。赤天神城を激しく攻め立てよ。敵増援が来る前に落とすのだ。脆いな。
皆の者、岡部が体勢を整えるまで時を稼げ。援軍の来着までここが正念場ぞ。開門。
出ます。
時を稼ごうとてそうはさせん。出てきた敵を早々に打ち払え。砦を制したようだな。
ごめんなさい。待てよ。織田徳川の本陣を落とすのだ。
主か。血のりが敵にあることは承知していたが皆応戦せよ。
いけませんね。怒りました。
Fuck yes!
取りました。
What a god!
聞かせてもらう。
Beast mode permanently activated. I have my grievances with this game, but they put a black dude in Muso. I'm quite pleased. And he's a martial artist.
何人も止められぬと知る。敵将討ち取ったり。
Doing good.
聞かせてもらう。
ごめんなさい。敵将討ち取りました。
聞かせていただこう。
あっぱれ我らも続け。
What's up, bro? I'm almost at the end. Quickly approaching. There's 2 more levels after this, and I've seen the last level. I think it's actually a pretty short one.
織田の勢い
Yeah, get dunked.
止まらぬか。
負ける気しませんね。
相手ではなかったか。
もっと倒します。
突出するか。ならば撃つ。
ごめんなさい。敵将討ち取りました。
力及ばすか。なんと見事な。
ごめんなさい。
任せておけ。
もっと倒します。
敵に情けはかけぬ。
耐えきれん。聞かせてもらう。耐えきれん。聞かせてもらう。
Okay, is something going to happen? Come on! I've destroyed every officer. Can we move on? Everything's locked off. I can't do anything. You're really gonna make me go back and protect those bitch asses? Fuck them. It's like nothing's happening. I don't understand what it wants from me. Is something going to happen?
起死回生の好機。
It must be these guys.
織田信忠を討ち
Generics.
本陣が危ないです。信忠様を守らなくては。
I was right. At least I think so.
極める。
敵将討ち取ったり。
ここは引くほかあるまい。
おお、やりましたね。助けられてばかりでは不甲斐ない。私もより一層励まねば。
聞かせていただこう。
Okay, now nothing's happening again. Can we speed this up, please? There are no officers left on the map. What does it want? I hate when these games do this shit. Just let me fight the commander. Why is nothing happening? Is it like soft locked? What the fuck does it want? Guys are all dead. Let me continue. Ugh, this map should have ended. Everything's so drawn out in this game. Just end already.
何人も止められ
Yeah, I
ぬ
know
と知
you're
る
great. When is the story going to continue? Nothing's happening. There's no one left on the map. What the fuck does it want from me? Come on. I hate when they do this shit. Just keep it moving. Come on. What the fuck does it want? Nothing is going on. There's just
何人も止められぬと知る
shut up and make the next thing happen. What?
任せておけ
Just open the stupid door. Is it this guy? Okay. No wonder I had to kill that
これ
guy.
以上敵を勢いづかせてはならぬ。騎馬隊はどうした？早く出せ。
敵に焦りが見えてきた
Oh, nope, still locked out. I gotta talk
さ
some
っ
more.
さと潰して城攻めを急げ
More padding.
敵の援軍は未だ現れる気配なし
極める。
武田の凋落ここまでとはな武田の頃で天下への道筋がつくだが俺がそれを仕留めた乱世は滅ぶ十兵衛ならばもう気づいているやもしれん乱世を壊し
Come on, stop talking and open up.
何をなすべきか邪魔な
Thank
敵
you.
は退けた一息に高天神城を落としてしまえ
極める。
Oh, there's more.
もはや誰も当てにはできぬ。この学をもって迎え撃つのみ。
城を枕に討ち死にしてこそ
Please don't make me go to the opposite end of the map.
皆最後まで力を尽くして
I'm
戦
gonna be
い抜
pissed
くの
if I
だ
have to.
戦う意志が衰えていません。
What now?
敵ながら
Okay.
あっぱれです。
残すは岡部元信のみ総力を持って奴を討ち取れ
This guy has so much health.
我は無双全てを壊し尽くす魔王よ岡部とも長い付き合い道を開け俺の全力をもって相手をして
勝頼様より九死が援軍は出せぬ
Great hitbox.
とのことそうか奥で食いよ勝頼様とで苦渋の決断であろうならば拙者は武田のため命を投げ打つのみ城に火を放て敵を道連れに怪人と化してくれるこの戦で多くの者たちを死なせてしまった攻めは拙者にある兄の言葉もないわ
自ら火を放つとは
情けは
さすがは岡部殿壮絶な戦ぶりよ
この上は差し違えてでも信長を討つ
脆いなついに勝頼の援軍は現れなかったこれで武田の名も地に落ちた
義元様の足元にも及ばなかったうつけが武田家を脅かすほどの男になるとはな
うつけか俺をそう呼ぶ者はもはや天下に貴様くらいかもしれぬな
極める
失せるがいい
死家に知恵を尽くすその姿勢まさにモノノフの鏡と言えましょう
そこまで言われてはものの
Great
ふさわしい
hitbox.
最後を遂げたいもの
Industry standard hitbox.
拙者を撃てるか。
そのためにここまで来
Yeah,
たの
you
で
beat up that house,
ご
Nobunaga.
覚悟岡部殿。
物のふとして生き、物のふとして死ぬ。
Alright, one more level after this next
あろう
one.
はずもないわ。
討ち死に。結局勝頼の援軍は現れませんでしたね。武田にはもう味方を救う余力すらないのだ。
I'm still a kid even though like 40 years have
我
passed.
が身可愛さに味方を見捨てた。そう吹聴しておけ。これで家臣や領民の心は
He's definitely got a better deal than
the
old Ieyasu.
道を転げ落ちることになろう。
He was a big old guy with a really boring moveset. He's perpetually like in his 50s, even when he's supposed to be like 18. the new one's got the polar opposite. He's a perpetual Bishonen. You know, like decades have passed at this point. Yeah! Black History Month keeps going. Take a screenshot of that.
Okabe Motonobu を撃って高天神城を落とした信長と家康は武田家の本拠がある
I think the people in Musou games that get the best deal are the ones that are perpetually Bishonens. The ones that are stuck as old dudes even when they're supposed to be like 20. They get the short end of the stick.
信長様を守ります。
That's the thing about being a Musou character. You're lucky if your first appearance is, you know, like a Bishonen or something. Because then you'll be like that the rest of your life. But then if you're an old guy, you never get to experience youth because you're perpetually old, even though you're supposed to be a lot younger at that point in the history.
先の戦で武田の将は勝頼に失望したはずだ。敵の寝返りを誘いつつ勝頼を追い詰めるぞ。まずは眼前の敵兵を圧倒し戦意を削ぐのだ。
こたびは私も前線に立って戦う。本陣の守りは頼んだぞ。
It's gonna be hilarious if they make another one of these and they just kind of do what they did with this Nobunaga with Ieyasu and just make it like almost the exact same character. He looks different enough, like barely, but he passes for a cosplayer. I wonder if that's what they're gonna do. I definitely do feel like they could have done more with this redesign. The characters look almost completely identical. At least the face, the clothing is like the main distinguishing feature. Facial features and stuff, like mostly the same.
周りの砦を落とし城を孤立させよ。
城には入らせるものか。
Dude, how many times are you gonna interrupt me?
この城を捨てお
Jeez.
逃げください。武田の名脈を保つため何とぞ。分かった。私は信繁のもとへ向かう。皆の武運を祈る。勝頼が逃げたぞ。別動隊急ぎ勝頼を追うのだ。討ち死に。討ち死に。極めろ。お手合わせ願おうか。
脆いな。敵将 打ち取ったり。
これで白攻めに注力できよう。激しく攻め立てよ。
三方ヶ原では散々な目に遭わされたが、今となってはもう俺たちの敵じゃねえな。討ち死に。
任せとけ。おもろいな。敵将打ち取ったり。
かなう相手ではなかったか。
おお、やりましたね。
山田の兄弟が敗れたか。私が出るほかあるまい。
開門。我が父信玄より継ぎし勝負の魂にかけて貴様らを討つ。かかってこい。
間もなく城を落とせ。攻め手をさらに厳しくせよ。
開門。
おもろいな。
すでに俺は
おもろいな。
この城を死に場所に定めてやめろ。さてどれだけ道連れにできようか。
おもろいな。
早くも敵に見つかったか。
Yeah, you go,
なん
Yasuke.
としても信繁のもとへたど
Get
り
that
着か
kill
ねば。
steal.
勝頼を逃がしてはならぬ。この一戦で武田を根絶やしにするのだ。
敗北条件変更。武田は決して滅びぬ。勝頼様、あとは頼みましたさ。
討ち死に。敗走。
新婦城は落ちた。あとは勝頼さえ撃てば武田は終わる。
皆やるぞ。敵の追撃を打ち払い勝頼様をお守りするのだ。開門。
我らの進軍を邪魔する者に容赦はいらん。なで切りにせよ。
勝頼様のため少しでも時を稼がねば。
別動隊は織田勢の本陣を襲え。
何、敵襲だと。武田勢にまだそれほどの余力があろうとは。
敗走。
おもろいな。
ここまで来ればもうすぐだ。信繁の元にさえたどり着けば。
閉門。開門。
道は開く。急ぎ山中を進む。勝頼を撃て。味方本陣を落とされては戦にならん。早々に敵を始末しろ。
今だ。撃って出るぞ。これが敵勢を退ける最後の機会と心得よ。
I'm not going all the way back there. You're out of your damn mind, game. Really? You want me to go all the way back? Out of here with that shit. Seriously. I'm not going all the way back.
勝頼に何ができる。
That's some clown shoe shit right there. I'm not going all the way back there. No bueno. That fucking NPC can protect themselves.
穴山も寝返ってきた。
Classic.
奴は何か
The Muso classic. You go back and protect Butts McGee. Back at base, not doing anything. How about not?
あとは勝頼を撃つのみ。進め。
信繁、ここを開けてくれ。
敵側に下れと決めました。武田の命令はもはや尽きたのです。
シゲ、お前まで私を見捨てるのか。
勝頼様も武田も俺たちが守り抜く。命に変えても勝頼様の勝を開くぞ。この決断に命を賭している。極めるけるわけにはいかぬ。
勝頼殿を落とし敵を内から崩す。すべて信長様の思惑通りです。このやり方は武で圧倒するより
Get bodied, sir.
武田を滅ぼせる。
That was actually a pretty fun level. Very minimal padding. This might be the level I farm
や
on
はり私では
for like the guides and stuff.
武田を守
Really
り抜けま
nicely
せんでし
paced.
た。
討ち死に。
Not a lot of waiting around and talking.
武田との
That
長
was
い
a fun
戦い
level.
がようやく終わったのですね。
武田家は古き乱世の象徴。もっと早く滅ぼすべきだったかもしれんな。
Alright, last level.
武田家が滅んだこと、
武田を滅ぼし
武田家が滅んだことで織田家の藩とは大幅に拡大。信長による天下一新は目前となりつつあった。あとは西国の毛利さえ倒せば
Your only two choices.
壊し尽くそうぞ。
What a beast, man. He's gonna see this game out.
安家
Hell yeah.
信長様を守ります。
You don't need anybody else than that. Just remove all the other characters. Gimme fucking Yasuke. Beast mode is gonna get activated.
Honnoji に攻め入り信長を討つ。かかる。
現れ10だがやすやすと撃たれる信長ではない。迎え撃て約束明智光秀を返り討ちにせよ。
鉄砲隊を進ませよ。寺の中央を抑えて敵を分断する。
極める。
明智殿の無兵まるで信長様を予想していたから考えていとまはありません。安家は信長様を守る、それだけです。
ようやく十兵衛も己が役割に気づいた。その覚悟が本物か。脆いな。計らねばならん。
極める。
敵将討ち取ったり。
力及ばずか。なんと見事な。
出ます。ごめんなさい。どうぞ。
嵐に備えの
Get
兵を出せ。 地勢の狼藉を許してはな
What
ら
a
ん
beast. I don't care that he's a clone.
この程度で信長は
It seems like his moves are actually better. His unique moves are better than the other character.
織田と明智もろともに焼き尽くせとのことだ。遠慮なく火矢を食らわせてやれ。
この日明智勢によるものではあるまい。どうやら横槍が入った
伊賀の里を荒らされた恨み、今こそ晴らす。炎に巻かれて散るがいい。
伊賀衆の残党か。もはや炎に動じる俺ではない。
横槍は伊賀衆さん執念深い男。
敵将討ち取りました。
叶う相手ではなかったか。
お見事にございますな。
ごめんなさい。
父上をお守りしなくては。皆の者急ぎ火星に向かうぞ。
任せておけ。
織田の着手か。
脆いな。
討ち取れば敵の息をくじけよう。
いぞ開門。
信忠さん、狙われていますか。助けをしなくては。
脆いな。
急げ。
伊賀人どもに先を越されてはならぬ。我らも寺に攻め入るぞ。開門。
安家出ます
芸人の刃など信長には届かぬわ。大詰めの兵も出せ。畳みかけよ。脆いな。
狙うは信長の首ただ一つ。進め。
脆いな。敵に情けはかけぬ。
叶う相手ではなかったか。
なんと見事な。
極めろ。ここで果てては殿の未来を開けぬゆえ、今は引くほかあるまい。
十兵衛いい歌詞を持て。
ごめんなさい。負ける気しませんね。
叶う相手ではなかったか。
信忠はまだ無事のようだ。
俺がめちゃくちゃにしてやる。
ごめんなさい。
三だ。俺と十兵衛の戦の邪魔はさせん。
急げ。
ごめんなさい。いけませんね。安家怒りました。
Fuck yes.
討ち取りました。
What a god.
ここまでか。やりおる。見事よな。
Best thing they did was add Yasuke.
脆いな。
極めろ。
敵将討ち取ったり。
振るはなんだか。耐えきれず聞かせてもらう。
Worst thing they did is add these guys.
人も止められぬと知る。脆いな。
極める。極める。
敵将討ち取ったり。
叶う相手ではなかったか。お見事にございますな。
脆いな。脆いな。
極める。
卑怯だろうが勝ちゃいい。行儀のいい武士とは違うんだよ。
そのくだらぬ辞儀ごとほふってやろう。敵将討ち取ったり。
悔しいがここまでか。
何人も止められぬと知る。
力添え感謝いたす。
久秀の謀反に有馬の反乱、信康の一件も全てお前の仕業だったそうだね。三太夫、
俺はちょっと背中を押してやっただけ。あいつ貴様のことが大嫌いだったからな。三月だけは勝手口だった。
頃合いか。おい織田の間抜けども、信忠はすでにこの世のものではないぞ。
信忠様、偽物でしたか。
三太夫、一つ聞くが、何故俺が憎い。
憎いのは俺から全てを奪った武士ども、そして武士の断りに縛られたこの乱世だ。故に俺は全ての断りを壊さんとする貴様に乗ってやった。ところがだ、貴様はすでに新たな武士の世を見ている。それなのに作らせてたまるかってんだよ。
いや無理かな。
Need some more health.
待ってろ。今助けに行
Those
くからな。
archers really cut into my health supply here. I should be good now.
やはり
Finish this
と
out.
どまっていたか。
It actually got you on a relatively strict timer here, so
使えねえこの
I
姿
don't think I'm gonna get patted to death anytime soon.
死んでくれよ信長。
俺は殺されても死ぬ。貴様のような愚物が相手ではな。脆いな。失せるがいい。
Oh, I forgot I had that. Thank you. Nice backseating. Forgot I had that. Just a good reminder. Thank you.
勝手に殺し合ってろ。
言われずともそうさせてもらおう。
安家出ます。
俺を誘うかのように道が決着をつけるべき時が来たということか。
いよいよ来るか十兵衛。
討ち死に。
である。
やりよる。見事よな。
任せておけ。
今の俺の刃が生倉かどうか試してみるといい。
急げ。前線の味方に加勢せよ。極める。
光秀さん、他のやり方はねえのかよ。
極める。
頼むから一度引いて頭を冷やしてくれ。
俺と信長にとって
おもろいな。
これが唯一の道。邪魔をしないでくれ。見つけ。
情けはかけぬ。
この窮地いかに脱するか。今の俺は冷静さを欠いているようだ。美月の言葉に従い一度引こう。
頭を冷やしたところで結論は変わるまい。
殿は引いたか。頃合いやよし、撃って出よ。一兵たりとも逃してないぞ。開門。
Alright, Yasuke.
心得
We're gonna speed this up with your help. Go beat some ass, dude.
自ら大鳥に兵を
Have my
進ませてい
permission.
た。
Have my blessing to kick
真似を
ass.
するではないか。十兵衛との決着の時を誓う。
All these guys have 2 health bars. It's gonna take a while.
天下は様変わりし、その先に開かれる世がどうなるか。信行、貴重、お前たちには見えていようか。
討ち死に。
考えろ美月。俺はどうすりゃいい。俺に何ができる。
極める。
何人も止められぬと知れ。失せるがいい。
We need to let him get out of the combo so he goes to his second health bar. Take care of these generics. Meantime,
ここで朽ちるわけにはいかぬ。
why do you have so much health, dude?
寺の制圧を進め
Come
よ。
on.
長やりたい。前へ。
Freaking 80 billion HP. Just die, dude. How many times do you need to get hit?
敵に情けはかけぬ。
Freaking hyper-moded double life bar officers.
なんと見事な。
Kind of a stupid idea.
力及ばずか。相手ではなかったか。
Dude, this guy can take some punishment. Come on, dude. You die already. Just keep taking it all. Why does he have so much health?
彼は無双。すべてを壊し尽くす魔王よ。
討ち死に。
明智殿の兵が次々とあの詰め所を抑えないといけません。
But this guy died? Jeez, man.
ここまでか。
Can I just fight the boss?
申し訳ござらぬ。
敵に情けはかけぬ。
Got me on a timer and everybody has a billion health.
打ち取りました。
悔しいがここまでか。
怒りました。
How many people do I have to fight at once? Never mind, this level does have quite a bit of padding. Should have been fighting the boss by now. No more double health bar characters, please.
明智勢の好きにはさせん。長槍兵を打ち払え。
安家出ますな。ごめんなさい。敵将討ち取りました。ここは引くほかあるまい。信長様よりいただいたご恩返すのは今です。
I don't care about the bonus mission. Where's the boss? I know he's gonna have like 30 trillion HP. I need this to speed up.
I'll します。
これで味方が動きやすくなったである。皆奮戦せよ。明智勢を押し戻せ。お手合わせ願おうか。
ごめんなさい。どうぞ。ごめんなさい。
残るは10任せておけ。ただ一人。俺はここだ。信長。終わらせに行こう。
Of course, he's got to be on the other end of the map. Classic Muso. Alright, Yasuke, you're gonna help. Get your ass over there, dude. Music's really nice. Yeah, they're gonna do a double rider kick. That's gonna be the ending. Spoilers. Gonna finish him off with a double rider kick. That would actually be legit awesome. They do a fucking rider kick. I'd be very pleased if that would happen. I should not have done that. I'll take care of his other health bar at least. I've only got like 4 minutes, so... Gotta speed this up.
地獄で食いよ。極めろ。
I have my awakening mode, so he gets to his last health bar. I'm just gonna burst him down. Save this last Muso. Ah shit, I'm almost dead. How many fucking health bars does he have? No health. Oh, there we go. Never mind. We're good. Just die, dude. Come on. Okay, how long is this freaking health bar? Will you die, please? What happened? Oh, alright. That's it. GG. I thought Yasuke died. I was gonna be pissed. Have to do all that again. I'll let you guys watch the ending.
乱世を壊し尽くすため乱世の象徴たるあなたを倒す。これが俺の出した答えだ。
それでいい。
親父。
乱世は終わる。新しき世はお前が見届けよ。
I guess to make it cinematic. If you actually had to take out that last health bar, you would actually be on a pretty strict timer. I was definitely killing things pretty quickly. Oh wow, there's a that's actually really good. That means that I can deck this out and give it to everybody. So that's actually well worth it. Thanks, game. That's a pretty good drop for all the post-game stuff I've got to do to get these guides out. Not going to be tonight, obviously. It's already 1:30 in the morning. I've been on this the majority of the day. No, this part's pretty badass. You go, Yasuke. There's still lots of ass to kick. You've got a lot of work to do, dude, but put that sword away. Get those knuckles out. What a god. Alright. Alright, let me go ahead and translate this. Ugh. Well, that makes things a lot easier. Later today can be guide prep. That definitely did. That was like 15 hours though. That was a really long story mode. It definitely felt like they could have made it a bit shorter. Still got the point across.
今日はいかがなさいますか。またいつでもどうぞ。
なあ、いらっしゃい。
Ah, you need 320 to get the last level. Actually, there must be another one after that because the ability cap is 99.
またのお越しを。
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
馬の調子はいかがですか。
Well, that's a
ま
hell of a
た
lot
お
of
世話
grinding.
させてくださいね。
I don't know why I can't continue in here though. I already cleared everything. A rank or higher. Like, where am I supposed to go? I don't know what the hell it wants. Let me see what it says. My translation's not helping me right now, but my friend's gonna be helping me with that tomorrow, so... I think I'm about done with this for tonight anyway. That was all I really wanted to accomplish today, was just
ご
finishing
ゆ
it.
るりとお帰りですか。また
Figure
は
out
い
the
かがな
best
さ
way
い
to
ます
approach
か
the。grind. I don't know why it's not letting me progress though. I finished the story. I'll ask Swillow. Alright, well, there's not really a whole lot of point in playing this anymore until I can figure out what to do with that, so...
またいつでもどうぞ。
There's probably some stuff in here.
今日はまたいつでもどうぞ。
Yeah, you get a bunch of side stories and stuff. You probably have to get... bonds maxed out or something. I'm not going to be bothering with that here. Unless it's absolutely necessary. Alright, well, I'll figure out how all this stuff's unlocked later. I'm pretty low on real-life stamina right now, anyway. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is, a friend of mine offered if I gave them videos of all the stuff that they would help me translate. So, I don't know when that's going to happen today. I assume it will happen today. I'm not going to give them too much stuff, but just things I can't figure out. And from that point, I will start doing the endgame stuff. Get to the point where I can make guides on it and stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty good game, I guess. It's definitely got some flaws. The clones, the pacing, and the way that the progression system works. How they, like, blue ball your attack speed so much, and then, like, so many of the characters, like, need the attack speed to even function. $60 worth? I mean, I don't know how deep this endgame goes, but I've been looking at the Japanese wiki a lot today, and it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to it. I'm hoping that people will start to fill it out, but I don't know. core gameplay's decent, but it's weird how it's like all offensive. Your defensive options suck. This is definitely a game that epitomizes the best defense. The best defense is good offense. The best defense is good offense because the buffs are like a Roman cancel and they put everything in hit stun. But they have like parrying and like dodges in the game, but you can't cancel into any of it. So the only real purpose the dodge has is just if they cast one of their powerful attacks, someone with the AoE aura on the ground, like, you can dodge behind them, but the only reason you would ever want to do that is if you don't have any R1s on cooldown. Because that will just stop it outright. That's all you have to do, is just pop a buff. I definitely would like them to, if they do make another one of these, is like the dash cancel that Hanzo has. Every character should have that. It's really stupid to have that locked on one character. It makes no sense. Like, they want you to be hyper-aggressive, but they give you so little options to cancel. All of your cancels are tied to the R1s, and it doesn't really seem like you can reduce the cooldown on them much. I don't understand why they actually added a pretty sick dash cancel, but only one character can use it. Because they clearly don't want you to be blocking or anything in this game. The parry is, like, mildly useful, but you could go the whole game without using it, and it wouldn't really be any different. Like, if you want me to just only attack and not actually pay attention to anything that the enemies are doing, you just want me to constantly attack and not think, then you might as well just let me dash cancel at that point. I don't understand why the hell one character has that and nobody else does. It feels like Hanzo is playing a different game, and everybody else is stuck in like some weird early access version. The combat's alright. If you can get a good flow going, it's fun, but I don't know, they want you to be hyper-aggressive, but then tie anything remotely resembling a defensive option to an R1 with cooldown. It's weird how the past few Musou games have just had really bad defensive options. They really just want you to just go Unga, just go Gorilla, and just fight non-stop, and not let anybody attack. The dodge, I think I used the dodge maybe like 20 times that entire playthrough. The only time it's even remotely useful, due to the fact that you can't cancel into it, is when they do a powerful attack and you don't have any R1s up to get them out of it. That's the only reason to use it. I don't know, I don't begin to understand it really. It doesn't make any sense. But that's how these games work. It's one step forward, two steps back. I definitely would like a game that's more balanced in how you can approach it, instead of just you have to have non-stop offense because you have like no defensive options at all. Your best defensive option is just an AoE Roman cancel. And like doesn't even matter what the buff does. It's just you just use it because it's the only option you have to actually induce hit stun. I'm checking the wiki right now. I don't know how to unlock Chaos difficulty. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Maybe that will be the goal for later today, whenever I feel like streaming again. I'm trying to find it right now. Grade? I don't really like giving things grades. I think we put too much weight in numbers for games. I'd rather have somebody actually play the damn game and, you know, articulately explain the pros and the cons. I don't really care about a number. Everybody's so obsessed with, like, Metacritic scores and stuff. I'd rather read a good review from somebody who actually knows how to play the damn game. I don't care about a number. It's really hard to judge this game anyway. It's fun for what it is, but the gameplay just feels really flawed. And I can tell you right now, that playthrough would have been way more agonizing if I'd actually tried to play as more than 2 characters. This game it seems like it wants you to play as other characters, but the progression materials are way too sparse for you to do that. And characters can just leave for like an entire chapter. So, if you have half a brain playing this game, you don't want to play as anybody but Nobunaga. And that creates the same problem that Berserk Musou had, where you were stuck with the same moveset for the entire game. And it's weird because it's like they give you so many characters that you can play, but there's no point in leveling them up, because they can leave at any time. Hanzo, you barely get to play as him. You get him relatively early, like maybe like the first third of the game, but he's barely around, so why would I put resources into him? I wasted a lot of resources on him and I could barely use him, and by the time that I could use him, Nobunaga's like god tier. There's no reason to use anybody else. If they do patch this game, I would hope that they like relax the progression so that you can actually play as more than one character. Trust me, I was tired of his moveset by like the 3rd hour of the game, but I could tell very early on that the progression system in this game is fucked. You can't play as anybody else. You don't have a lot of characters that are around for the entire game. The only one that you can ever play as the entire time is Nobunaga. So, as sick as you get of playing as him, it is wise to just dump all your resources into him, and then like maybe 1 or 2 other characters. Everybody else is not worth using. Regardless of how fun they are to play, just the way that the game works, it's like, you can't use them. I don't understand why the progression is the way it is. It's one thing to have clones, but then like have a progression system that actively prevents you from playing as anybody else. I don't know, it's a weird game. It feels like they made some good strides with it, but there's lots of parts of it that just feel very half-baked. It's a shame, really. I'm trying to find out how to unlock the Chaos difficulty. Yeah, I don't know how you get the rare weapons either. I'm kind of trying to figure all that out, but the Japanese wikis for this are pretty barren right now. Let me see if I could find another wiki. Give me a second here. Trying to get like a game plan for when I stream in the morning. Right now I kind of don't have one. And do a little research, figure out. There's a couple Japanese wikis right now. I'm trying to see if there's one that's like decently filled out. This is nice music. I think the presentation of this game is really good. That's definitely one thing that they nailed. That's one part of the hard reboot that actually worked all the way. A lot of the other stuff is questionable. But they really have a nice art style. I hope that they can build upon the other aspects of the game, because it does definitely feel like most of the time went into the campaign and how the game looks, and then like everything else is really lacking, and that's really a shame. Yeah, I can't find it. Ugh. Alright, well, I'm done with this for tonight. Maybe the wiki will be more filled out in the morning. It's like 5 in the morning for Squillo, so he's not going to be available. We'll continue the grind at some point later today. When I have a little bit more guidance on what I should be approaching next. I'm not going to go through this blindly. So I want to get these guides out by, like, mid-next week, so I can focus on other stuff. Pinnacle of Combat and all the other games I'm playing. I got Scarlet Nexus to start, too, so I'll have to ask around. It's a relatively enjoyable game, but the flaws are very apparent. I feel like the people making the game are well aware of it, too. Probably well aware that, like, nobody's gonna like that there's, like, 15 clones in the game. But, you know how mainline Muso games are, they get, like, peanuts to make the games with. I think they do the best job that they can, but it's not really the developer's fault. It's the suits of the company don't want to actually give them the time and money to, like, actually make a complete product. It's got a decent amount of content, but I just kind of wonder, like, how much would you really want to go through it, even if you are interested in the story, because there's so few movesets. The thing that people don't realize about, like, small rosters in games, or in this case, you know, the roster is basically the moveset. The characters are kind of, like, secondary to the amount of movesets. Is if you have a small amount to choose from, then you have, like, a much smaller range to, like, hit all the archetypes for what people like. You know, you have, like, people like me that like the fast-paced characters, and you have people that like the slow characters. You have people that like ranged and support and stuff, and when you only have 15 movesets, it's really hard to hit all those. It's just like when fighting games come out with, like, 7 characters. You can hit most of the archetypes in, like, maybe 10 characters, but you definitely do need a little bit more. I do think that they're unhealthily obsessed with how many characters a game has, but there does come to be a point where you do need you do need a decent roster to, like, actually cover all the bases for all the playstyles that people like. You know, like, Skullgirls did a kind of decent job with that. That game had a really paltry roster, but they tried to hit all the archetypes they could with the limited roster they had. So did Battle for the Grid. But both of those games, as they expanded the roster, you got a lot more variety, and there was a lot more people that you could please. And that's kind of the problem right now. I mean, you could play through all that stuff, but you probably would just use the same couple characters. And the thing about clones is that you're always going to have the same problem of one clone is always going to be objectively better than the others. So if, like, 2 or 3 other characters share those weapons, there's no point in playing as them. That was the same problem with Fire Emblem Warriors. Some characters, some weapons had, like, 4 users, and nothing differentiated them at all in that game. There weren't even EX attacks in that game. It was literally just stats and the special unique passive that they had. So generally, people would just play as one character from that class. And it definitely does give me PTSD from Fire Emblem Warriors. The exact same problem. You know, like in Fire Emblem Warriors, I hated the bow moveset. I thought it was the typical crappy, you know, attempt at doing ranged combat in a Muso game. But there are, like, 5 characters that use that weapon, so that's a huge chunk of the roster I had zero interest in playing. And I don't understand what they're doing with the DLC. I don't understand what they're doing with the DLC. I think this is definitely one case where people actually would willingly pay for new movesets. I feel like the game is not going to have much longevity just because of how little it has. It's got a lot of content except in the places that matters. It's got a pretty good story, a pretty good campaign, lots of extra stuff to do, but you have a paltry amount of movesets and really bare bones customization. So there's just like not really a whole lot of meat to the game there. And that's the thing about like melee action games is, if you don't have good movesets and variety in the movesets and things to use those movesets on and, good customization to let people customize their playstyle, then the game's not going to have a lot of meat to it. You have a Series X and an OLED TV. I have no idea, dude. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm playing on a bog standard base PS4 because I'm predominantly a PC gamer. But my community funded the game for me, so I went ahead and planned all this out like last minute. Literally the last minute, like the night before the game came out, I bought it. I don't have any current gen consoles. I can tell you right now, the game's going to be locked at 60 FPS because that's just how their engine works. I would be shocked if this game is any different. The only like Koei game I can think of that runs uncapped is Dynasty Warriors 9. Four archers all the same, and Anna was the only one worth using. Yeah, and then that character was the fucking major unlock. It's like, okay, you're gonna make me do all this grinding for a clone. Are you out of your damn minds? I'm not doing that shit for a clone. It's like getting it's like getting the highest rank in like a Street Fighter game, and then your unlock is like Ryu with sunglasses on. Like a slap in the face for enjoying the game enough to actually clear all the content, and they just give you another clone. It's like, okay, I'd rather have nothing at that point. I wish people would stop defending clones. They're not okay, especially on the level that Samurai Warriors 5 has them. Like if it was just like a couple characters that like, they didn't want to put that much time into, or they're characters that don't get a lot of use, like no dies really early in the game. Like I could understand her being a clone because in the main meat of the game and the story, she's barely playable. That would be like relatively acceptable. But when you have like half the cast cloned, and just because of how the clones work in Muso games, one is always going to be better than the others. It's it's a really big dampener on the replay value. Yeah, I just finished the game. I'm gonna take a little break here, and I'm gonna take my meds, and I think I'm gonna play some Pinnacle of Combat just to kind of chill out a bit. I don't want to start Scarlet Nexus yet because I still have to make all those guides, and Samurai Warriors 5 is a very grindy game. And I feel like it's grindy to mask how little content it actually has. Narrative-wise, it's got a ton of content. Gameplay-wise, it's very paltry. There's barely anything in it. You have a small amount of movesets and pretty shitty customization. The skill tree is pointless. I don't know why they promoted the skill tree so much when it's all just basic stats. There's nothing cool in there like jump cancels or like extra moves or anything. All that stuff comes from leveling and proficiency. And then like in the weapon elements, from what I've seen on the Japanese wiki, I don't know if that's the complete amount, but there's not really anything interesting in there either. It feels like they put like 75% of the dev time into like the story, which is a good call for the average person. You know, people that don't really get into the mechanics of Musou games and they don't do the grind. But it's definitely very lacking in replay value because you just don't have a lot to really work with. All right, I'll be right back. Give me a second. It definitely does feel better than Samurai Warriors 4 did, though. I hated Samurai Warriors 4. I couldn't even finish that game. I hated that game. I thought it was just trying to make the ancient movesets and mechanics like work and be new again, but it was just the same thing as before. And stuff like the Godspeed attacks felt like a really half-assed solution to the fact that the movesets were so ancient. Samurai Warriors 5 definitely is a better game than Vanilla 4, but much like 4 before it, it definitely needs another game's worth of improvements, which I'm sure is coming. The first Samurai Warriors 4, I really didn't like that game at all. It just felt like more of the same. All they really did was like repurpose the old animations into like truncated movesets, and then they added the Godspeed attacks, which served no purpose really besides just going faster and killing peons. But then like they put like so much time into the Godspeed attacks and stuff, but they were useless because they didn't work on officers. I really like how in 5 you can actually use them on officers, and it does induce hit stun as long as you've induced hit stun before then, and that feels really good. And they also de-emphasize the Godspeed attacks as well, because there's no more type system. There's no more Godspeed type system. And those were like the worst characters because they got their movesets cut by like 30% to have a bunch of Godspeed attacks with finishers that don't work on anything but peons. Like, I don't understand what they were trying to do with that mechanic. It's like, it's obvious they didn't want it to like take over the game, but then it kind of did because they decided it was a great idea to make characters that specialize in Godspeed attacks when anything that actually puts up a fight, meaning any officer, it was completely useless on them. So, I do think it's better than 4, but much like 4, it needs like another game or two of expansion. More movesets, you know, maybe a little bit more balanced mechanics instead of just pure offense. It says a lot that when they really pile on the ranged enemies projectile spamming and stuff, and it just feels like your character can't do anything about it because there's no defensive options in the game. Everything is just kill it before it kills you. You have to just have this non-stop offense, which is fun in its own right, but all of that is tied to the... It's tied to the R1 system. All the fluidity in the combat is tied to the R1 system. And there doesn't really seem to be a way to like increase or decrease the cooldown. There's no like CDR in the game at all. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta take my meds. Wanna become famous? How about you fuck off? Get out of here. No, my jump button's not working. This damn emulator's so wonky. That's why I mostly just play this on the phone. Real annoying how it does this. Just like, doesn't save your controls all the time. But when I play this on the phone and I record, the sound doesn't come through, so I have to use the emulator. Killer Bee hitbox is really weird. Ah, these controls. Why the hell don't they save? Yeah, this game is legit. I haven't been playing any of my other service games because this came out. And I got Beowulf today, so I'm pretty happy. Nice. Kind of getting the hang of this this combination of weapons. Had so much muscle memory from the other weapon. Kind of have to get used to like having another weapon to choose from. The game only launched with the 2 movesets for Dante. He had Agni and Rudra and Rebellion, and that was it. And Beowulf came out like 2 days ago. They actually bought one of the cash packages and I didn't get it. But then someone sent me $10 on the stream earlier today. And I used like $5 of that to get some crystals, and I actually got it. I'm shocked. I didn't get the legendary one, but I got one that's good enough for now. I don't even have the resources to upgrade the legendary one right now anyway, so I'm all good. Should probably go through this. Probably go through this tomorrow. My kitty sitting stream. Just finish this. So that's gonna give me. I need like 320,000 more red orbs. Oh, could probably get a bunch from here, and then the Bloody Palace. Because I'm still missing 3 moves. I have almost everything unlocked, but these 2 are mad expensive. Yeah, 280. So I need 250 more. So if I finish the story mode, which I might actually do for the morning stream, I might actually do that instead of Samurai Warriors, because I need to actually have a plan of action of how I'm going to approach the end game, and right now I don't have that. I might just go through the story to get this. I'm tempted to just do that. And then I have a friend that's going to be helping me translate too. I don't know how long that's going to take. That might be the better way to do things. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like. This takes a lot longer to load on the emulator too. It actually does load a lot faster on the phone. Oh, my freaking style change is not working. Because this damn emulator erases my controls every time I play it, for some reason. I don't have my style change button because this piece of shit emulator keeps erasing my controls. So annoying, man. I need to fix this stupid emulator. So what's nice about playing this on the phone is it just has native controller support. I like how the controls say the button but for whatever reason, this emulator is so greatly made that it forgets it every time I play this. It's actively less frustrating to just play this on the phone. The load times feel like they're twice as long on the simulator too, because Android emulation is really far behind. They get a more consistent frame rate on here, but that's like the only advantage. I hate these little fuckers. So annoying. Why do they have to put obnoxious flying projectile spammers in every game? Been making video games for like 50 years. You'd think by now they'd figure out that nobody likes them. Especially in this game where they can just hit you off screen. Alright, folks, I'm gonna go to bed. May or may not be Samurai Warriors on the early day stream. I'm not quite decided yet. I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to approach the end game and start the process for making the guides, because I'm not really capable of doing it yet. They really gatekeep a lot of the progression stuff with the castle and the story mode and stuff. You know, I barely like scratched the surface of it. The game's gonna lose its luster really fast, but I gotta get those guides out. So, if it's not Samurai Warriors, then I'll probably just play this, because I need to get like another 280k orbs to max out the moveset. Actually, it's how much is it exactly? I think it's like 400k. I only have 30k right now. Yeah, it's 340k, so 310 more. Try to get that done. I might just do that instead. We'll see what I feel like. There will be Samurai Warriors at some point tomorrow. It's just like might not be in the morning. I kind of want to. I want to make a guide for this too, and this is a hell of a lot easier to do. This is just, I don't know, do like an hour or two of grinding. I mean, this game's in a foreign language too, but it's a lot more straightforward. It used to not be straightforward. When they did the last beta for this, you had to have these blue books to get the moves, and then you needed the orbs too, so the beginning of the game was really boring, because you had, like, no moves, and they really gate-kept your progress. But now, all you need is red orbs, so, like, I saved up, like, 400,000 to do this, and then when I got Beowulf last afternoon, I just managed to buy most of the good stuff. These are going to be really nice for utility, doing damage on the ground. Looks like that's got some nice properties on it too. I hope the dash cancel window at the end is pretty tight. That looks a lot better than Pyromania. Like, way better. Yeah, you're going to be able to do some sick air-to-ground combos with this weapon. It does feel very lacking and aerial prowess, but they've only got one legendary in the game right now, and I'm pretty sure that when they add more legendaries, it's probably going to get more aerial stuff. The Killer Bee moveset's a little bit awkward, or the jump cancel timing on it's a little bit weird. It's not like DMC3 Killer Bee at all. But you get a nice relaunch off it, and off the feather punches. You can go straight into Killer Bee and continue, which feels really satisfying. Just hope that they'll add some more aerial moves to it. Give me like some pause combos in the air or something. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Let me see if anyone else is on. It's been a long day of grinding. I think I need to get some rest and recharge for whatever comes up next. Depends on if I get any guidance on what to do next. The Japanese wikis are pretty barren right now, so I don't have that to go off of like I normally do when I do these import guides and stuff. Yeah, there's no one really streaming this right now. You guys are on your own. You can watch the VOD or something. I'll catch you guys later.